I'm definitely reading the book. I'm doing it right now. Hi, Penguin Platform. I am Gabourey Sidibe, and I wrote a book called This Is Just My Face, Try Not to Stare. So the title of the book, This Is Just My Face, Try Not to Stare, really comes from this idea of resting bitch face. It's a phrase we all have, right? But it's specifically for women. I think it's not at all for men. You can't have a bitchy face if you're a man at all. And so I, for a lot of my life, I've been told to smile, but always by strangers who are like in the elevator with me, who are really just going to be in my life for about 3 seconds. But for whatever reason, they need me to smile. So they're like at ease. Like you actually, no, look, this is my face. I'm gonna go ahead and control it. Like whether I wanted to smile or not, that's on me. You control your face. This is just my face. Like this is what I'm offering you. It's every bit of mine, the same way This Is Just My Face, the book, is every bit of my story that I am very much in control of. So try not to stare. Have I kept a journal? Maybe. I'm not good at it. Honestly, I never lived a life that was like interesting enough for day-to-day details, you know. So no, I didn't really take anything from any journals I wrote, but I did something a little creepier. I used to write fan fiction, and I did go, and I kept all of them. And when I say used to, I wrote them when I was like 16, and that was, oh my God, that was like 20 years ago. I'm so old and beautiful. But I would take from from my many notebooks that I wrote fan fiction in. The fanfic, it was specifically like NSYNC fan fiction, and honestly it was good. Okay, like,
this is what we need to publish.
Yeah, funny or interesting moments I decided to leave out of the book. Yes, many, and they are left out on purpose. But can I think of anything? You know what? I just lived like a hilarious life now. So like speaking of the fan fiction I wrote, that was like very NSYNC reliant and heavy. So at some point, for whatever reason, just because like, you know, I'm just like blessed and highly favored, I became friends with Lance Bass of NSYNC, and he invited me to his wedding, where the other members of NSYNC were going to be there. And I was petrified to go. I did not want to go. My best friend Jesse made me go, and made me take him as my date. I sort of feel like it was more for him than anything. And I cried inappropriately everywhere, and was very inebriated and sweat profusely. And I kept pulling out paper towel because I knew how wet and lubricated I would be. I packed paper towel for a fancy celebrity wedding, and I just kept pulling it out of my little clutch and like dabbing myself with this huge thing of paper towel. And I didn't write that into the book for probably good reason. I'm having regrets right now. I would definitely advise my teenage self to chill out. Honestly, like as a teenager, I was kind of a what was later diagnosed to be a catastrophic thinker. If I had any little problem, if anything went wrong, if I had any like embarrassing encounter, which I had quite a lot of them, I would just assume that my life was over and that I would just have to, I don't know, like drop out of school and then like move to Canada or something, just like leave the life behind. But I didn't know then that people, you know, people have really short memories, and everyone is as embarrassing as I think I am. And so my advice to my teenage self would be to, girl, bye, just go chill out. You're doing fine. You're doing great, sweetie. How to be more confident? Well, one, I think that people assume that like if you've got confidence, you've got it. And that's really not how confidence works. It's not something you can set and forget and you have it for the rest of your life. Confidence is more like lipstick or eyeshadow or lotion. You have to put it on every single day. Sometimes you have to apply it more than once a day. Whatever it is that makes you confident, I would say find it. Like find it in, you know, like we all feel weird. We all feel like, you know, we're not normal and that we have different interests, and those differences are 100% okay. That's what makes you who you are. And so I would honestly double down on the things that you really love about yourself. Make a list if you need to. And every time you need confidence, refer back to your list, because you're always going to be who you are. And there's no amount of being embarrassed. There's no amount of I don't know, like wanting the cool guy or cool girl to like you, that will change who you are, and that's perfectly fine. So put your confidence on as many times as you need to, like lipstick. So don't just take my word. I mean, like, I'm a genius, but like, I'm not all knowing. So if you have any of your own tips for being confident, comment them down below and, you know, spread your confidence. Also, I hope you enjoy my book. This is just my face. I hope you like it. I certainly loved writing it, and I really love talking about it. And so comment about the book below too. Thanks for watching. I am Gabourey Sidibe, and you can find me on Instagram as Gabby3Shabby, the number 3, and on Twitter as @Gabourey Sidibe. That seems right. That is my name. So yeah, you can probably find me on Twitter @Gabourey Sidibe, or you can find me down at Boots. I love Boots.